We have had a massive crash out.
Then we have on the fascistic, neo-Nazi, radical right, and by the way, I'm not talking about constitutional conservatives, not in the least. We're not on the radical
Baldy is very upset.
right. We're right in the center. And I don't mean ideologically, I mean we're right in the center. We support the Constitution, the Declaration, the founding, and everything that was done to create this nation. How can we be right wing? Right wing of what? These people are not America first. America first isn't evil over good. America first isn't tyranny over liberty. America first isn't sounding like the Marxist, Islamist, anti-American Jew haters. That's not American at all. That's not America first, second, or third. No, they're aiding and abetting people who want to destroy the country.
What?
They want to destroy the country.
What?
You have individuals in that ilk, in that cabal, who talk up Hitler, who platform people who talk up Hitler.
That's what they do. That's true.
You have individuals who talk up Stalin, who platform people who talk up Stalin.
That's true. Hey, I've got the solution. Let's pretend like they don't exist. Let's pretend like they don't exist, and then they'll all just go away. They'll all just go away, and that way we won't have to deal with it, and everybody will be happy again.
You have individuals
Yeah.
who defend Hamas as a political movement, not a terrorist movement.
Uh-oh.
How many people have been slaughtered, Americans,
Oh.
by the Islamists?
Great argument. Let's keep killing each other. That's a great... you know what? I never thought about it this way. Because something bad happened in the past, let's begin a war that will never end. Let's just keep doing this forever.
Islamists have killed more Americans, as Victor Davis Hanson so brilliantly pointed out in the Free Press, than any other entity since the end of World War II. Did you know that? When we were hit on 9/11, we took a bigger hit than we took at Pearl Harbor. Are you aware of that? There's a lot of young people who aren't. They're being brainwashed to the opposite. If Stalin had had his way, America wouldn't have even existed. But we're told, no, Eisenhower was wrong.
What?
We're told Churchill's the bad guy. Hitler's misunderstood. And these guys, they are desperate for normal, regular Americans to debate them. To debate what? They belong in a mental institution. The point is,
if you have enough people that are crazy, you've got a problem. You've got a problem. And sounds like Asmon, yeah, and he's right about that. But if you have enough people out there that are nuts, you're going to have to do like a purge or something, right? Like that's the only solution. Like, because if all these people are crazy and you don't want to argue with them, well, you're going to have to either kill them or lock them up.
Despise them. Because they're trying to use the cover of conservatism in the American flag to justify the unjustifiable. That is what we are facing right now in our country. The problem is these people, the neo-Nazi fascists on the extreme right, they're the weak underbelly of this republic. You know, the other side, they know what they stand for. They're fighting. They're bringing people into the country who agree with them. They fight assimilation.
Yeah.
They're trying to reach out to young people through Marxist propaganda, and we'll give you something for nothing. And they use Saul Alinsky tactics. Rich people are bad. You know, get the Jews, get the Christians. The others, they want you to believe that you stand for them. Are you unhappy? Are you down on your luck? Aren't you sick and tired of what's going on? Well, join us. Join you to do what? We've seen their type.
What do you mean to do what? I think that they have a pretty, a lot of those people, you might not like it, but they do have a solution. They do.
Before, Mr. and Mrs.
What
America.
do you mean?
We've seen it in
It's
Europe.
pretty clear.
We've seen it in Germany. We've seen it in the United States in the 1930s, although it wasn't this bad. In the 1930s. Look at it this way. What do you think the founders of your country would think of these people who claim that they represent the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, that they represent the will of God, as pointed out in the Declaration, or the Enlightenment?
Yeah.
When they're siding with Hamas? When they're siding with Hitler? When they're siding with Stalin?
What about when they're siding with Israel? You think all George Washington and Benjamin Franklin would be like, oh my God, we love Israel? Like, what is the implication here?
What do you think? What do you think our founders would think if they knew who Hitler was and they knew who Stalin was? And all? Who do you think they'd be siding with?
Didn't they have slaves? I mean, what do you think they would think of the demographics of the country nowadays? They were racist as fuck. They only let white people vote. Like, making this argument to the authority, the moral authority of the founders, I don't think that really works. I don't.
Well, they clearly didn't side with the King of England, did they? The King of England wasn't anything like what we're talking about now. And here's the other thing. These people I'm talking about, they trashed President Reagan, who defeated the Soviet Union.
Well, they didn't like him because he did the amnesty thing. That's the reason why they don't like him. It's pretty simple.
They trashed President Trump, who took out the nuclear sites in Iran. Our President of the United States, who's peace through strength, who's a very practical man, an incredibly patriotic man, they're stabbing him in the back, too. They try to steal MAGA. They try to steal America first. But these people are reprobates. They're reprobates. So here's the deal.
What's the deal?
The 250th anniversary is coming up.
Of the country.
What are we celebrating? Our great founders, the men and women who fought the Revolutionary War, who fought it for liberty, for sovereignty, for representative government, for what we now call capitalism.
Yeah.
They didn't fight it for genocide. They didn't fight it for all these other causes that somehow have become popular.
What happened to the Native Americans?
This is our generation's war. It's a non-fighting war. But it's more daunting. It's more complicated because it's from within. Abraham Lincoln talked about the enemy within. President Trump has talked about the enemy within. Well, they're here. They're here on the Marxist Islamist left, and they're here on the neo-Nazi fascistic right. They're here right.
And if you don't address them, they will just get bigger and consolidate more power until they overwhelm you and they put you in jail. Because there are so many young people that are turning to extremism nowadays because the world has made them extreme. They live in a world of extremes. They have extreme wealth disparity. There is an extreme gap in power. There is an extremely little amount of money that they make while they simultaneously owe an extremely large amount of money. So there's like a world that they live in that is defined by extremes, but you can't acknowledge that. Until people acknowledge that, it's not going to go anywhere.
Now,
that's what I think.
They've devoured many of our institutions in our culture. They've devoured most of that.
Then ask yourself why. Why does this keep happening?
Academia. The President of the United States is pushing back. He's pushing back hard. But we have a responsibility too. And what is that responsibility? This is our country. We're celebrating our country. Every July 4th, we're celebrating the principles that undergird our country. If you reject Judaism and you reject Christianity and you reject the link of the two, you reject the Bible. If you reject Judaism and Christianity and the brotherhood and the sisterhood of the two, not only are you rejecting our founding, you're rejecting our country.
You're rejecting the country by rejecting Judaism? Oh my God. This gaslight. Yeah, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, what is this?
You're pushing some other agenda,
Yeah.
whatever that agenda may be.
Just retire.
We have a responsibility as tens of millions of patriotic, America-loving people.
What happened to separation of church and state? Well, they agree with separation of church. They want to separate your church from the state, and they want their church to be the state. It's what I always say. People don't want an abstraction of power. They want to control the power.
To do what?
That's it.
To talk, to speak out, to reject people like this.
This guy's a bald retard. That's what he is. He's a bald retard talking shit who doesn't understand the world anymore. It's changed so much that he can't recognize it. And he's so delusional that he thinks that it's something that is people being crazy. No, people are not crazy because they can't afford a house. That's not it. And the whole Judaism and Christianity thing is stupid. Yes, I know. I watched this guy for many years, Zach. It is what it is, right? I'm sure he has good takes on other things. This just certainly isn't one of them. I'll tell you that. It definitely isn't one of them. So, hopefully it's a balding problem. Yeah, he's not delusional. He's paid to do this. Well, either way, the people that are saying it are paying them are delusional. People don't want diversity. They want the minority to be a majority. Yeah, in a lot of cases, I think that's true. Yeah, and nothing is important to other people that are important. Yeah, sometimes I realize people just try to redirect all the hate from Israelis to Muslims. Yeah, well, I mean, like, in general, like, I would say America absolutely was founded on primarily, overwhelmingly Christian values. It was. Now, obviously, were there people who were Jewish and Muslim in the country? Of course. But the overwhelming majority, by a mile, were Christians. That's it. And like, if you don't think that's the case, I mean, you're just at war with reality. That's just the way it is. It doesn't mean that, actually it was not, but absolutely was. Like 100% it was. Yes. And it was no longer. Yeah, I think that obviously, like, the demographics of the country have changed over time. I feel like that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, I don't think that's really crazy to say at all, is it?